Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's energy forecast. So much is happening this week as we turn the tide. Mercury retrograde is finally direct. We had 5 planets in retrograde in June. Plus, we are in the midst of the summer solstice. We had an eclipse. We had full moon energy, another full moon energy. Today is a big turning point in energy. You still want to give yourself about 3 to 5 days before you make any major decisions, but we are finally turning the tide with the energy. I hope that you've all used the last month or two, especially the last 5 weeks, to do what I had suggested, which was to do a lot of your internal work, because now we are getting to the point in time where action is going to be happening. I don't want you to take action today because we are still in the red days of Mercury turning direct. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Tracy. Thanks for being here. It was a very interesting day. If you're looking for a day where strange things out of the twilight zone will happen to you and they're enjoyable, you'll enjoy them, be open to just not having any plans today and kind of going with the flow of the energy, because you are definitely at a point where you could have some interesting experiences. My friend Jaquina Bonina, Jackie Della Pole, how are you? I actually sent you a Voxer message yesterday. I hope you're enjoying the Vox. Jackie is in with the energies. I bet you she is here watching. And we have Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. So yes, hi, Marianne. Good to see you too. I just want to let you guys know that we are in a very enjoyable time of the month, enjoyable season. If you're able to go back and listen to this month's energy forecast up until July 15th, the monthly forecast, which I sent in your emails. If you are not subscribed to my monthly energy forecast, I go over almost every day of the month and the energies surrounding that, and also what to expect on the world energy front and also the personal energy front. So this last 5 weeks are of very important significance to your internal energy, moving through grief, moving through releasing energy, and also taking care of the physical body. You should already have started that process. If you've been watching these videos every week, you should be already starting on that process. If you haven't, you are behind, and you have about 3 to 5 days window of opportunity to let yourself feel, heal, and deal is what I talk about. So let yourself, if difficult feelings are coming up, try not to distract them. Try to just let them release out, because we are really moving into a whole new era, a whole new dimension, and there's so many exciting things that are coming. So you might actually feel like you're a whole different person. Now, when it comes to the July 15th monthly energy forecast, if you are not subscribed to receive my monthly forecasts, they come in your email, they're pre-recorded, they're not live, and they're not out in the public at all. You have to have a private view link to actually view these forecasts. Make sure you go in the description of this video. First of all, make sure you're actually liking our Facebook page and subscribing to our YouTube page, so that when we do go live, you will have the opportunity to interact during the feed and also know when the videos are coming. So that's really important that you do that. And also, if you are not subscribed to the monthly energy forecasts, the description and the link is in this video. You want to get on those. It's like getting your Cosmo magazine every month. I do a whole overview of the whole month coming, and everybody's been enjoying them, and I want you to enjoy them too. So make sure that you get on that before the 15th. They only go out once a month. So you are in for some interesting energy. It's like going to the theme park today. You don't know which ride you're going to get on and what kind of experience you're going to have. It's kind of like the funhouse day. But I tell you to enjoy it. It's not one of those days where you're going to expect to have your routine. If you had things planned for today, like you had appointments made and stuff, they will go as planned. But if you try to plan something from the beginning of the day, it's probably not going to go as planned. But you could have some very interesting experiences. I know I did in the beginning of the day. I actually had a doctor's appointment this morning, and I went in, and it was a pretty big place. And they have all those people like registering people when you walk in. There were like 15 people. And I went to this one lady's desk, and I see a lady like running from behind the counter, running over, And apparently he was a fan of the lounge and the office. She's like, hey, I heard you were coming in. And she's like, let me register her. So we had a fan at the doctor's office this morning. That was kind of funny. And we took a fan photo. So Carol, who watches the lounge all the time, she watches the office, I was actually able to meet someone who watches these videos. I didn't expect to be at the office at 9 o'clock in the morning where I wasn't eating and groggy, having somebody running up from behind a desk to say hi, but it was nice to meet a fan of the lounge in the office. So I'm very excited. Carol, it was so nice meeting you. And then all of a sudden, like outside of the doctor's office, which was inside of a mall, like the doctor's location, there was like a random DeLorean just parked there, like from the 80s, from Back to the Future. Just right outside the doctor's doors, there's a DeLorean just sitting there, ready to go. So, I mean, these are kind of like really weird things that already happened to me today. Then I went to a furniture store across the street, put a dining chair in the back of my car, wanted to try that out. And here I am. So I'm hoping you guys are ready for some adventures, because we actually have a period from the 25th probably to the 29th of the month. So your next 5 to 7 days, if you want some enjoyment, you have the opportunity to have it. You have the opportunity to make choices, because there's going to be opportunities. Obviously, there's always opportunities to stay in the drama or get involved with somebody who's calling you about negativity, that kind of thing, or, you know, dragging you down. You have the opportunity this week to just be like, I'm going to choose this lane of the highway and have this experience, because I feel it could be a very enjoyable week for a lot of you, to just enjoy the energy of the new era. I have so many interesting things coming to you for our monthly forecast in July, and we are opening a spiritual window that's bigger than the world has seen in probably the past 500 years. It's coming up, and the existence of things beyond us, the existence of life outside of life on this earth, the existence of God, it is all opening, and the world is in for some surprises. Let me just say that. I'll tease you with that a little bit. But yes, our energy is raising. The universe's energy is raising. All the stuff that we've all been through in the past 2 years was all preparing us for this. And you can either go down the dark, broad highway, or you can kind of move toward the light, but that involves you making very, very strict decisions for yourself in terms of your energy, your boundaries, and how much energy you're giving out to others, how much energy you're getting back from others. So you definitely want a good amount of reciprocation. You don't always want to be the one giving out your energy, because it's going to be depleted. You want to make sure you're kind, compassionate to yourself. So I know a lot of you like to do as much as you can. I know some of my friends and I have talked about this, and it's very important for you to be compassionate, kind to yourself, so that you are doing just what your energy is capable of doing, and not more or not less, so that you're actually enjoying being present with the moment and the energy. Because sometimes when we're too busy, we lose that presence, we lose that moment, and you don't get that time back. You don't get that time back. We're going to see a lot of people leaving, but leaving because it was their time, not because I think the past 7 months, or maybe in the past 2 years, there were periods of time where people had the choices and of when they're leaving, when they're staying, the earth plane. But I think there's going to be a lot of peaceful transitions for people to go to the other side. And so you might be hearing quite a bit on that. But people that maybe you would have expected, I don't see a lot of unexpected ones. And also feeling peace around those things. Feeling like we do know that there's maybe a lot less fear around the afterlife, having a sense that maybe we do know that life goes on. Like I said, there's going to be an opening in that spiritual window coming up in July. So if you're not on my energy forecast, monthly energy forecast, make sure you go in the description of this video and make sure that you put your email in to receive those, because that's when I go over all the details for every day of the month. Not every single day, but most of the days, and the world energy. But that spiritual window is going to be opening, where I think a lot of you that may have fears about the afterlife, may have fears regarding people that passed, or not knowing if we still go on outside of our bodies, you're going to be having some proof of that. Definitely. So it may erase a lot of fears people have of living in the moment and being present and being connected to those around us, and enjoying life. I mean, the next week, it's your opportunity to enjoy life. I usually have a lot of cautionary tales, usually tell you to watch out for this and that, but just don't make any major decisions, like don't go out and buy a car today. Don't go out and sign your name away on a house contract, I would wait another couple days before you make any major decisions like that. And that's about it. I just want you to enjoy the day. And tomorrow, as usual, on the lounge, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we are going to be having an amazing show. And we hope that you will be there, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, where we interview lots of amazing guests. If you missed last week's guest, it is up there. I'd urge you to watch it. It is a medical doctor who wrote a book on proof of the afterlife from Scotland. Dr. Parasetti, he was an amazing person to interview because he was a total skeptic up until the point where he did his research on life after death and found that his evidence outweighed anything else. So deathbed visions, near-death experiences, that kind of thing. That interview was very interesting for me to do, and I hope that you guys will enjoy that interview. And this week we are moving forward with the lounge tomorrow. So if you guys feel like I'd love to take a little quiz, little poll, what types of guests you'd like to see on the lounge moving forward. Sometimes we have a big party on the lounge where we just kind of have a lot of fun, and it's a lot of antics and craziness and laughter. And sometimes we have very serious interviews. So, and one other time we had the Family Feud, The Price is Right game show host. We had him on a couple weeks ago. So you just don't ever know. So please put in the comments what kind of guests you'd like to see on the lounge, what would interest you, and what kind of interviews would you like to see me doing. I love interviewing like really out there people like that are interesting. So please let me know who you'd like me to interview, what you want to see. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Like I said, enjoy this weekend and the next 5 days, and try to be present with yourself, especially yourself. Enjoy yourself. Do some things you haven't done since you've been a kid, and have some fun and enjoy your family and your friends and your dogs and your cats and even your trees and your nature. All right. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon.